I never thought I'd be the type of person who needed travel insurance. You know, I'd always seen it as one of those things people say is probably fine to skip, just a little extra cost that doesn't seem worth it until you really need it. And trust me, I never thought I'd really need it. But then it happened. The cruise I had been planning for months, the one that was supposed to be this huge, relaxing getaway to the Caribbean, was canceled. Just like that. I'll never forget the email. I was sitting on the couch, excited to be getting closer to vacation time when I opened it. Due to unforeseen circumstances, your cruise has been canceled. I stared at the screen, not quite processing what I was reading. The trip I had been planning for a year? Gone. And it wasn't just the cruise that was affected. My flights, my hotel stays, all the excursions I had planned, everything was in limbo. I spent the next few days bouncing between frustration and panic. All these plans I had carefully laid out, gone. I had to cancel everything, rebook what I could, and try to get any money back where I could. The process was a nightmare. The cruise line, they weren't offering a full refund. They were offering me a voucher for a future trip in a year. Great. A year later? Who knows where I'd even be in life. But here's the kicker. All my other bookings? Flights, hotel rooms, transportation, they were non-refundable. That's when the real anxiety set in. What was I going to do? I was looking at losing hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. I felt hopeless. But then, I remembered something. A friend of mine had mentioned travel insurance a few months ago. I didn't think much of it at the time. I mean, how often do you need something like that, right? But suddenly, in that moment, I thought, what if this is the kind of situation it's for? So, I did a quick search. I came across auras.insure, I know. Sounds like one of those things that might be too good to be true, but hear me out. I had read some positive reviews, and after all, I didn't have many options left. I found out they offered coverage for trip cancellations, interruptions, and even some of the expenses I was dealing with, things like the lost airfare, the hotel bookings, and the excursions I couldn't use. I was skeptical, but at that point, I had nothing to lose. I signed up, submitted my claim, and waited. And here's where the twist comes in. Auras.insure came through for me. I'm not even kidding, within a few weeks, I got a portion of my costs back. It wasn't all of it, but it was more than I expected, especially considering how many times I'd heard non-refundable and no refund after 30 days. I don't know how, but they made the whole process pretty easy. No endless back and forth. No surprise fees or complicated loopholes. It felt like they genuinely wanted to help. Now, I'm not saying travel insurance is a miracle worker. There were still parts of the trip I couldn't get reimbursed for. But what I got back saved me from a much bigger financial blow. And honestly, the peace of mind it gave me during that stressful time, that was priceless. So if you're like I was, thinking travel insurance is something you can skip, I really encourage you to think again. Because when the unexpected happens, like a cruise getting canceled or something going wrong with your travel plans, having that backup can make all the difference. For me, Auras.insure was a game changer. It's a little thing that feels like a lifesaver when things go sideways. I'm not saying you have to use it, but I'll tell you this. It worked for me when I needed it most. And hey, it might just help you when you least expect it too. I'll leave the link in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. Trust me, you don't want to find yourself in the middle of a mess like I did and wish you had done something ahead of time. Stay safe, stay covered, and learn from my lesson. Take care.